status quo, we found that the U.S. drones have been killing many civilians and innocent lives in Pakistan. From the statistic of Pakistan, U.S. drone has been killing up to 1,000 innocent lives, Mr. Chair, and we see that drone kill like 49 innocent civilians for every one terrorist they try to get rid of. We do believe that drone is just randomly kill people and it's just an ineffective technology. As a government side, we will sacrifice soldier life and save billions of civilian life, ladies and gentlemen. So before I move on to my question, let me tell you 5 main rebuttals. The first one is that they say that they believe drone is an effective technology. They say that it can effectively kill the terrorists. And we in our government side, we see that the first one is that proof, Mr. Chair. They didn't even prove or didn't give us a link or even an example to us, Mr. Chair. We see that they are lack of proof, and we see that it is just their thought. The second part is that we see that drones kill terrorists, and we see that drone can kill terrorists, but we see that they are ignorant at the point that they also kill the civilian life also, Mr. Chair. The second rebuttal is that they say that they also concern both life of soldiers and civilians' life. However, they didn't even say how drone can save both civilians and the soldier life. We see that they are just saying it, but they didn't prove anything to us. So please don't count that as their score. The third thing is that they say that drone aren't interfering. But in our side, we see the drone is small. So we see that how can they make sure drone aren't interfering? How can they make sure drone won't interfere? So we see that there lack of proof again. The fourth thing is that we see that even drone we have drone, we still really need truth because we see that drone is just an aircraft, ladies and gentlemen. We see that it cannot protect the country if the terrorists come to invade our countries. Drone is just an airplane. It cannot really protect our countries if there is terrorists come to invade our countries. The last thing is that they say that soldiers randomly kill people too because they have to protect themselves. Anyway, Mr. Chair, we see that according to the Geneva Convention, we see that the war has to be announced before it happens 3 hours. So we see that those people will move. So we see that the soldiers won't randomly kill people as they say, Mr. Chair. So moving on to my first clash, yes.
Yeah. So prove to me how you have like these military people walking in their locals. How would they actually be present like that? Since we see that having drones flying out of other countries is actually more present than having these people walking in their country.
Are you asking that how troops want to kill innocent life? So I don't understand his point. So let me tell you what I understand. So we see that, as I've told you that soldiers won't kill innocents because the war has to be announced before it happened 3 hours. So let's continue with my clash. The first clash is that who actually lost the target of the soldiers, Mr. Chair. The first sub-level is the target of soldiers. Soldiers is the people who sacrifice their life to the country to protect you, to save as much life as they can. So we see that we see that the soldiers already know that they're gonna die in one day in some war. So we see that the soldiers' target is to get rid of the terrorism out of the country. And we see that the target of the soldier is also to protect innocent life, save civilians as much as possible. So what we see in the government side, the government side trying to do is that they're gonna kill civilian life and they're gonna save the soldier life who already sacrificed their life. On this point, we see that they are disregarding the value of war and the value of human. So we also see that it is not fair to civilians because they didn't know anything about the war. So leading to our question, what's the point of having soldiers in our countries if they cannot protect the civilian life in the countries? What's the point of paying tax for them to protect our countries? This is our question that I need the answer from the next speaker. So the second level is the ineffective of drones. as I've talked so much about drones, as I've talked so much about drones that it kill more civilians instead of terrorists. Therefore, we see that drone is an ineffective technology. From the statistics of Pakistan from 2004 to 2012, drone already killed like 3 or 4,000 civilians lives. So we see that. Let's compare to the terrorists that don't kill. How many terrorists that don't kill, ladies and gentlemen? This is our question. Therefore, we believe that the drone is not positive development and it kills more civilians instead of terrorists. Moving on to my second clash, which is how the government has failed on the part of Geneva Convention. On the first level is privacy. We see drone, as I've already told you many times, is that drone is just an aircraft, Mr. Chair. So we see that it is easy to interfere in our countries. For example, the U.S. case in Pakistan. If U.S. wants to know the Pakistan security of Pakistan, then we see that it is easy for U.S. to send drones to interfere the security of Pakistan. So we see that Pakistan has lost its way to protect themselves in the first place, Mr. Chair. But we see that Pakistan has no way to protect themselves, Mr. Chair. And the point is that they say that drones are interfering, but as I've told you and my rebuttal that they haven't proved anything to us. So before I end my speech, let me tell you 2 issues that they didn't tackle in our side. The first thing is that we see that they are so ignorant on the point of Geneva Convention. What's the point of developing drone if we cannot use it in the reality anyway? The second thing is that how is it justified to sacrifice soldiers? On the opposition side, we see that they got paid tax and their target is to save life, and we see that they are not tackled in our point in this point. So if I as the opposition side, we see that we have tackled all their point already. So we see that at the end of the day, the opposition side, the opposition case strongly stand. Thank you.